Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about 4 mistakes that people make on their social media content. And I'm going to save the best one to last, the biggest one that's going to make the biggest impact and affects the engagement and reach of a lot of social media content. So do stick with me to the end because it's the most common one I see, and yet it's the simplest one that you can rectify. So I'm Bex from Social Media Executive, and I'm here to help you, train you, advise you with lots of tips and advice on social media. And apologies, I've got a bit of a chest infection, so I'm a bit croaky this morning, so sorry about that. Oh, hi Amanda, thanks for saying hello. Hello. So if you're watching on YouTube, please do give us a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for lots of tips and advice every week on social media. So today we're talking about how I'm going to here to help you on your social media posts. We all have social media channels now to market our businesses. Creating content can be a bit of a headache. And I'll be honest, we can all get a little bit lazy about our content. So today I've got 4 mistakes that you're going to be making, that you potentially could be making on your social media. Oh, hi Sam, thanks for saying hello. So the first one I want to touch on is one that I see commonly all the time, and that is tagging lots of people in on your posts. So when we create a post on social media, we want to get as many people engaging, liking and commenting on our posts, because this will give it a higher reach if we get lots of actions on our posts. And a lot of people know this. And a lot of people then start tagging in lots and lots of people into their post, into the description on their post, to try and encourage people to like and comment on their post. And it happens to me. I get it a lot because I have quite an active social media following. I'm very active. People tag me into posts that are completely unrelated to me. Okay, because they just want me to like and maybe comment on their posts. Now, if I then do not like or comment on this post, what those people realize is that it can have a hugely detrimental impact on those posts. It's classed as spamming. People are encouraged to visit that post, which is generally a sales post selling their wares. So it's got no relevance. So people are just like, hang on a minute, why have you tagged me into this? I don't want to share this. It's got no relation to me. Now, in those instances, people, you can untag yourself. If you can go, hang on a minute, this is nothing to do with me. I don't want to be untagged. I want to untag myself. I don't want to receive all these notifications of people liking and commenting on this post when it's got absolutely nothing to do with me. And the only reason someone's tagged me in is to try and increase the reach of that post. So please do not include people or businesses. Don't tag them into your posts unless the post relates to it, the image relates to that person or business, the story is about that person or business, or the initiative or program or whatever it is you're talking about is directly linked and is relevant. Because anyone who then is tagged into that post and does not comment is going to reduce the reach of that post. The LinkedIn, the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, all those algorithms, those robots in the background understand and follow what's happening. I've seen this a lot on LinkedIn, certainly since Christmas. Too many people are tagging loads of people in, and it's massively reducing the reach as a result if those people aren't engaging. So that's the first mistake. So don't be making that one. My second mistake then, before my voice completely disappears, is posting the same content time and time again. Okay. So when I mean the same content, I mean the exact same image, the exact same text on the exact same platform time and time again. So for example, if you've got an event coming up, I run workshops all the time. I've got LinkedIn workshops starting next week. So I will post content to try and promote that event. But what I don't do is post the exact same image with the exact same text and repost it time and time again, because I know that those, say if we were on LinkedIn, those LinkedIn robots, those LinkedIn algorithms know that they've seen that post on my timeline numerous occasions. It's not new content. They read that text. They know I've written that text before. They're not going to share it very widely with my followers and connections. So don't keep repeating the same image. Change it slightly, edit the image slightly, change the text slightly as well, vary it. Absolutely, repeatedly post about something like an event that's coming up. Absolutely do that. Constantly repeat the message, but repeat it in a different way. Okay. Social media algorithms are extremely intelligent. They know what you've posted before. And all too often, I see organizations, businesses, individuals just resharing the exact same post. It's lazy and it doesn't do you any favors. Okay. So the third tip then, the third mistake that I see lots of people doing is not using hashtags. Okay. People shy away from hashtags because they don't understand them. And again, if you don't understand them, I've got a video that explains all about hashtags. I'll put a little link up here. This will tell you all about hashtags and how they work. So hashtags are really quite simple. It's just basically a keyword that relates to that post that you're doing. But they have a brilliant impact on your reach. So, for example, tweets with hashtags receive twice as much engagement. Research has shown. So why would you not put a hashtag on Twitter? Twitter and Instagram and TikTok are the kings of hashtags. They really are. And it's also been seen that tweets with hashtags are 55% more likely to be retweeted. Okay, so again, hashtags, even if it's just one, you're more likely to get found. Okay, people actively search hashtags in Twitter, in Instagram and TikTok. Okay, so really do think about those hashtags that you are using. Okay, so it's been seen as well that at least one hashtag on Instagram gets 12.6% higher engagement than Instagram posts with no hashtags. So that's a significant increase, really, if you think about it. So make sure you use those hashtags. Instagram, you can put up to 30 hashtags on your post. Now, these days, 2 years ago, you'd have been hearing me saying, yeah, use all 30 hashtags. It has been shown recently that it's better to do between 5 and 15 hashtags on Instagram. Again, the algorithms, the rules, the robots that work in the background are constantly changing. So really think about those hashtags and don't do massive random hashtags like hashtag dog if you happen to have a dog in the picture that might be related to your product. Hashtag dog is way too wide and way too broad a hashtag. You might want to put, something like hashtag dog coat or something like that if you're selling dog coats. Don't just put hashtag dog. It's way too broad. And again, have a look at some of my other videos. I've got lots of tips and advice on using hashtags. Okay. And this is something we always cover in all my workshops as well. So you don't need to worry about that. So again, if you're watching, please do give us a like and a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please just put them in the comments below, or any observations, please do share them. I would love to know. So the fourth and final mistake then that people make on their social media posts that I see happening time and time again, and I've got a fantastic example of a really good one today, is they fall into what I call professional mode. Okay, so what do I mean by that? They start writing their posts in a very professional and formal manner, talking about the amazing products they've got, services that they've got, in a very professional sort of speak that you might find on your website, which is entirely appropriate on your website. Okay. Talk about, sometimes slip into those acronyms so we don't have a clue what they're talking about. They go into that sort of professional corporate speak, okay? And I can tell you now, it really doesn't work well on social media. Yeah, you'll get seen by maybe a few people, but social media is becoming more and more informal. It's about demonstrating your personality within the business. It's about demonstrating your company, your pride, what you're proud of, a little bit of behind the scenes, who your staff are, what sort of values you have in your business, okay? But portraying those in a very informal way, okay? So I always say to people, I want to see your informal professional mode, okay? I don't want to see all these salesy posts that are very formal and not very conversational. So I'm going to show you a really good example from Jill Bishop, actually, who is a marketing professional, and she came on my LinkedIn course earlier in the year, and she's absolutely smashed it with her content since coming on the course, to the extent that the highest reach she'd ever had was 2,000 people. And she texted me at the weekend, a post she's got running at the moment, it's got over 21,000 reach on LinkedIn. Okay, so Jill Bishop from Cherry Marketing, I'm going to read this post out because I think this will make sense. Again, she's a marketing expert, she's a marketing pro, and she helps retail businesses with their marketing. Okay, and she's just achieved, and you can't see the image, but she's just achieved a diploma, a CIM diploma. There's me going into my acronyms, the Chartered Institute of Marketing, a diploma in this. And I just want to read what she's put, because this will help you go into your informal professional mode. Before I sneeze. Okay, I don't often blow my own trumpet. In fact, I feel very uncomfortable about it. But I'm throwing caution to the wind and showing off my newly received badge from the Chartered Institute of Management. Because do you know what? I worked bloody hard for this qualification at a time when we were all facing unprecedented challenges, and I'm flipping proud of myself for doing so. So there, I've said it. I'm going to hide in my shell now with this laughing face. So again, it's just a very informal, chatty way of writing the post to tell people she's achieved this fantastic diploma, that she's highly qualified, she's highly dedicated, because she's worked really hard from it. And it just shows you the type of person she is, very open, honest, someone who you could trust. It's adding that side of personality. And that's why that post has done well. She could have put, I'm honoured today to receive the certificate from my diploma in Chartered Institute of Marketing. Full stop. But she didn't. She made it a little bit more personable and chatty. So that's what I mean when I talk about that informal professional mode. Really think about social media. It's a bit about being sociable. It's about talking to your customers in a way that they will understand, in an informal way that will want them to pick the phone up and talk to you. So those are my 4 biggest marketing mistakes. Okay. So please, hope they resonated with you. If you've got any questions, please do put them in the chat. Please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm here every week talking about some social media tips. And next week, I've got Dr. Jo Baldwin coming along, and she's going to be talking about mindset in social media content. So a really good one to get over when we are feeling totally exhausted and totally uninspired. How do we create our social media content? She's going to be giving us lots and lots of tips on how to overcome some of the barriers that we face mentally when we're wanting to create our social media content. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next week live 12:30 with Dr. Jo Baldwin. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.